You left the. Not bringing this back up, but when you left, do you think y'all would ever be able to work again with Joe Buttons? No, not saying on them, but I'm just saying even like in the same room, just like make peace or.
Never. Me? I'm just answering from you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So Joe Budden and Rory and Mal were once close friends, but their highly public split was anything but amicable. From 2016 to 2021, Budden alongside Rory and Mal grew the Joe Budden podcast into one of the most successful hip-hop platforms. However, they split in 2021 because Joe allegedly stole money from Rory and Mal. Fans first noticed the tension between members of the Joe Budden podcast in 2020. Joe and Rory would occasionally talk about fighting one another, as well as fighting Mal. During a 2020 skit to help launch the Joe Budden podcast network, Rory slipped in a joke about seeing the accountant. While not understood by fans at the time, that remark could have been considered as an early sign of their bubbling feud.
When you left the. Not bringing this back up, but when you left, do you think y'all would ever be able to work again with Joe Buttons? No, not saying on them, but I'm just saying even like in the same room, just like make peace or.
Never. Me? I'm just answering from you.
Personally.
I can't speak for my partner.
I'm talking about you.
Never.
Never could be cool against. It's not a beef or anything, but it's like.
No, it's not beef. I don't have beef with nobody.
For sure.
It's not beef, but as men, again, I think when certain things are said and done, I think it's best for us to just never, come across each other again. Because again, we're men, and I mean that's fine. Everything, relationships, you outgrow each other.
Yeah. I hate that people make it deeper than that. If someone explains
it's
like
not
that.
For me. It's not, man. I had to do a lot of work on myself, internally and just mentally and spiritually as well, to get to a space where I wasn't feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've removed the ego from it. And again, like I said, everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. I don't take it personal. It is what it is. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't take it personal. It is what it is. But we can't do this though.
Absolutely.
Nah, it's never. Again, I could control myself, but I'm just scared of myself at the same time because I know the type of thoughts that I have and the type of energy that still is inside of me. But I do a great job of putting that to the back burner. I'm an older guy now. Beef is corny to me.
Absolutely.
I'm not beefing with nobody black. I'm not doing that.
Right. What about?
Not bro. I'm all love. I got my partner, him and my partner look just alike. So you know what I'm saying? That's my brother. So you know what I'm saying? It's just all love. But I just, it's just certain energy that's just not, it's not in me no more, man.
Absolutely.
And again, life is great, man. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. I have no reason.
Big respect.
Yeah, I have no reason to have no animosity in my heart. But to answer your question,
I love the answer.
Nah, that chapter is closed. It's done.
What's the biggest thing you did learn from being on that podcast as a podcaster? Like what did you take? What did you and Rory take from that into y'all and go? You know what? We did learn this and take this from this, and now we utilize this a lot now. To
be transparent with each other, whether it's business, whether it's personal. Like me and Rory have the same accountant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
salute.
It's, we don't hide nothing from each other. That was a big thing for us going into it. It was like, bro, a lot of things me and Rory don't even have to talk about. We laugh at like, man, we don't even have to talk about that. That's
fire.
You know what I mean? And that's just the way we move. We just have that type of relationship where the trust is there, the respect is there. And I think once you have that, beautiful things can happen as long as we trust and respect each other. You have room for a lot of other shit to grow and to happen. So I think, the one thing that we took from that situation was to be very honest with each other, to be very, very truthful with each other, to be very open with each other. Vulnerability is key in anything that you're doing. Be vulnerable with each other. As far as your partners and the people you work with, be vulnerable with each other and be honest with each other. And I think that was one of the things that we took from that situation was like, we not repeating that, and anytime it feels like that energy is present, we addressing it immediately.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna give that any room because it's a cancer.
Yeah.
Essentially, like when there's a lot of things that we saw and peaked. Yeah. That turned into be a killer. It was a cancer. It was like we should have cut that. Yeah. As soon as we saw that, we were supposed to cut that off. So we're not gonna let that build and manifest into something bigger. So I think that was one of the things we took. If it's an issue, if we have anything on our mind, as far as business, we very open, honest.
Keep it
everything is right
there. Yeah.
It's things that Rory called me and be like, yo, you cool with this? And I just laugh. I'm like, dog, we ain't gotta, nigga,
Right.
you know I'm cool. Go ahead, man. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Absolutely.
but I respect that because you know the situation we came from.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, we not repeating that.
Right.
Like, that energy is not present
Right.
between me and you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So that's just one of the things I took from that. Just being vulnerable with each
I
other.
love that.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
fire. Y'all ever had the same groupie?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
How do y'all handle that?
I don't. I met a young. I spoke about this on the show before. I met a young lady on the road a few years ago, and she was obviously a fan. Came to the show and expressed that.
Somebody neither one of y'all met before?
No, we never met her before.
Okay, so like no pre-DM shit, like y'all coming to the city?
Never.
Okay. Okay.
Met her at the show. It was bound to happen. I think eventually you're gonna Jay and Nas. We got the Beans and Kiss. We got it happens. We have these moments sometimes where it just happens.
Yeah.
This just happens to be two of the biggest artists that we have.
Yeah.
Having this moment.
Yeah.
But I think Kendrick cemented as one of the greats. You can't take nothing away from him. I just think that in that moment, I loved the way he stepped on the Drake record.
Yeah.
But I think once you get away from that and just listen to the bars and the music, me personally, I felt like Drake rapped better on the Family Matters joints.
He did. Agreed.
I wish he would have dropped them, individually, because it's technically 3 songs.
Right.
So I wish he would have dropped them, but then that's just me.
Right,
after the fact, just looking at, damn, if you would have broke those up into 3 different missiles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just getting back to that, I don't care. I don't remember when Nas dropped Ether.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't remember when he dropped that. Like as soon as Jay said something, I don't. So the strategy, Kendrick, that strategy was amazing. It was great. But now when I'm just listening to the music, away from the battle, just listening to the music, like acting like it has nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
I just think Family Matters, it's better rapping, it's better music.
He did, yeah.
Better flows. Yeah, I just think that's all it, and that's all. But with me, people, because they perceive me and Drake to be best friends or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they think that anything I say is like, oh, that's your man, you gonna say, and it's like, okay, even if I did not know this dude, I would still be saying what I'm saying.
Right, so you would have the same opinion.
I would have had the same opinion. So, I like take that away from it. I'm just listening to, and again, this is just my taste level on what I'm listening for and what I'm listening to. I thought it was phenomenal on both sides, but I got to go with Family Matters and Heart Part 6. Drake's Heart Part 6.
Drake's Heart Part 6 is the better. Which one is the better Heart Part 6?
Oh, that's tough. I can't. I don't
tough.
think you can compare the both.
It's not tough.
You think Drake's is better?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that.
I think the beat better. I think the rapping's better.
I can't speak too heavy on it, like honestly, because I've only listened to the new album twice.
Okay. But I'm saying, did you let the Heart Part 6 roll all the way through?
Kendrick's?
Both of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I listen to it. I listen. Like people don't, people lose sight of the fact that before all of this happened, I gave Kendrick so much praise. I went to the Mr. Morale show and I was like, yo, he's the only box that Kendrick probably had left to check for me was live performance. And I think with the Mr. Morale tour, when I went to that show, I was like, oh, he
got it.
He's elevated now. Like now he checks all the boxes now, which is why I'm not surprised he got the halftime show.
Right.
It's because he's a great live
He's
performer.
elite on stage.
So, but people lose sight of it. They think I just hate Kendrick because I was like, I didn't like that. Right. And it's like, yo, y'all just, whatever.
I fucking hate that. I'm glad you used that phrase, check boxes, because I want to do this boxes check thing.